Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's time now for Daybreak in 10 on Color 10.
We are on the air with you without commercials for the next 10 minutes, beginning right now. And first, let's head on over to meteorologist Elisa Raffa with our forecast first. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning. We are finally starting out with some wet roads across the Ozarks. We've got some moderate rain still running through Branson. We've got some wet roads there. Windshield wipers going on the landing. It is 68 degrees right now. These showers are tracking south and east of the interstate, where we're finding some locally heavy rain still in northern Arkansas. The rain has exited this flash flood warning area, but the warning continues until 9:15 for that flooding to continue. You've got some very heavy rain just to the east of there near Marshall. Most of the heavy rain has been focused in northern Arkansas this morning. It's a little bit more moderate as you get north of the state line with some decent showers in Branson and in Springfield. 70 degrees in Springfield right now. As you homeschool, you'll find some clouds and some showers and storms outside of the window. Temperatures will stay cool, up around 80 degrees. The heaviest rain possible to the sound through midday. A couple of showers this afternoon, and it stays pretty unsettled through tonight and into tomorrow. The front stays stalled, so you're looking at some showers possible through Wednesday with those temperatures in the lower 80s. So we keep a storm chance through Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, the same front's going to just hang out. It finally comes through and exits by Thursday, so that's going to give us some drier days on Friday and Saturday with sunshine before some storm chances return on Sunday. So we're looking at some scattered showers and storms today, tomorrow, things staying pretty cool, a little bit warmer on Thursday as the front finally exits. Nice sunshine Friday, Saturday, a little bit less humid, below average, highs in the lower 80s, overnight lows in the upper 50s. A couple of showers possible on Sunday. Then we'll have a kind of fall-like air mass roll through by Labor Day. Could be looking at highs in the upper 70s. Joe, Jen?
It is the 1st of September, so that means it is Hunger Action Month, which is a call out for people to help those that are food insecure. Color 10's Nigel McDonald met with Ozarks Food Harvest. Joins us now live to explain how you can help the Ozarks. Nigel.
Yeah, Joe, well, good morning. Ozarks Food Harvest actually serves 28 counties in our area. Now, one of the group's largest and most expensive programs to run is its weekend backpack program. Now, that program works to ensure that kids don't go hungry over the weekend when they don't have access to school breakfast and lunch. Now, Jordan Browning works for the nonprofit and says they partnered with some local restaurants for a month-long fundraising event called Cheers for Children. Now, $1 from every featured drink will go towards supporting this program. Browning says the event not only helps kids in need, but also supports restaurants that might have been impacted by COVID-19.
I think we can all see that restaurants are struggling through this period of how do they adapt to COVID-19. So yeah, it's a great cross promotion of not only are we helping feed those kiddos who might be struggling during this time, but also those restaurants who may be struggling during this time, trying to adapt to how can they still get customers and how can they stay open. So yeah, it's a great benefit for everyone involved.
Well, Browning wants to remind people that that monetary donation is really the best way to help the group. Now, when you order that drink and that $1 goes towards the food harvest, they're actually able to take that $1 and make it into $10 for families. So they are getting the most bang for the buck with that monetary donation. Again, you can visit our website at ozarksfirst.com for a complete list of restaurants that are participating in this month-long event. Reporting live in Springfield, Nigel McDonald, Ozarks First.
Right, Nigel, thank you. And as Ozarks Food Harvest kicks off its month-long event today, the nonprofit will have a visitor in-house. Governor Mike Parson plans on touring the facility from 4:15 until 5 tonight.
And going around the Ozarks for you now, American Airlines plans to end flights in Joplin, but the Joplin Regional Airport thinks it could be a chance to lock in air service for the next 2 years. The Joplin Airport is not currently part of the Essential Air Service program, but the notice from American could prompt the U.S. Department of Transportation to restart that status, which would give an air carrier federal subsidies.
If we can secure service through whoever wins the bid, for the next 2 years, that would allow us to work through the pandemic. Hopefully the economy and the markets would reopen.
That was Steve Stockham, the airport manager there. He hopes air service will return to pre-pandemic levels. It says they've lost more than $2 million due to Joplin flights since March.
One person was killed in a one-car accident in Douglas County. 47-year-old Stuart Pringle was driving northbound on Highway 181 about 5 miles outside of Kabul. His vehicle drove off the right side of the road and hit a tree. Pringle was pronounced dead at the scene.
To some news around the region for you. Bentonville, Arkansas is teaching everyone about the benefits of cycling and what it has on the community. Today kicks off the 3rd annual Arkansas Bike Summit. The event has gone virtual this year, but will still host several discussions every week on Zoom.
Some will be moderated panels, some will be open presentations, some will be open roundtable discussions.
Even though the event is virtual, Bike Bentonville wants everyone to know the trails in Northwest Arkansas are all still open to use.
Looking at news from around the country now, more than 200 National Guardsmen have moved into the Santa Cruz County, California area for the sole purpose of preventing fires from sparking again. Crews were raking and mopping around homes yesterday. This is the second time the National Guards have been called into Santa Cruz County this year. They've also provided manual labor for a local food bank. Meanwhile, utility crews are starting to restore fallen power lines in some of the hardest hit areas there. Work that has to be finished before more evacuations can be lifted.
Protests continued in Portland, Oregon last night as the city approaches 100 straight nights of protests. Hundreds were in the streets setting fire to a bench that you see there, chanting Black Lives Matter, while police tried to move demonstrators. Oregon State Police were set to patrol the nightly protests with help from officers from neighboring communities.
A petition on change.org is gaining momentum to replace a Confederate monument with a statue of actor Chadwick Boseman in his hometown. The petition has already garnered more than 24,000 signatures to swap out the statues in Anderson, South Carolina. The 43-year-old Black Panther star died Friday from colon cancer. South Carolina law currently prohibits Confederate monuments to be removed under the Heritage Act. The petition asks for that law to be changed as well.
Taking you to some news from around the world, Hong Kong's government has started a citywide coronavirus testing program in its latest effort to try and contain the outbreak. The city has set up community testing centers and more than 100 testing labs. Around 3,000 medical staff are prepared to handle 500,000 tests per day.
China appears to have brought its latest coronavirus outbreak under control. And with that, thousands of schools across the mainland are now reopening. Students and faculty are encouraged to wear face masks, and many schools are running drills and training sessions to prepare for any new outbreaks.
Russia has denied accusations of violating NATO airspace. Officials say a Russian Su-27 committed a significant violation of Danish airspace while pursuing a US B-52 bomber. According to Russian state media, the jet was over the neutral waters of the Baltic Sea. Remember, there is tension between the US and Russia over another recent incident over the Black Sea and a collision between military vehicles in Syria.
We have a traffic alert for you now. Drivers, take note on northbound Route 65. It will be closed at the bridge over Route 60. The closure starts in just a few minutes at 7 this morning and will remain closed until as late as 8 p.m. Thursday. Crews will be working on sealing the bridge during that time. And now here's a look at what's coming up after daybreak.
Coming up, President Trump heads to Kenosha, Wisconsin after a week of protests and violence. Plus, our exclusive interview with the first American dosed in a highly anticipated coronavirus vaccine trial. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
We take a look quickly at what's trending here. The president headed up to Wisconsin today, Jen.
That's right. So he is going to Kenosha. Some local leaders have asked the president to reconsider his visit. They say the city is now in a time of healing, and they think the president coming might make things worse. But the president says he wants to come down to thank law enforcement officers and the National Guard who have been there after protests broke out in that city.
All right.
So we'll keep following the story throughout the day.
Of course, we have that. We're following raindrops today, too, right?
Yeah, some scattered showers and storms out there today. Grab the umbrella.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching here on Daybreak. Good luck on this Tuesday.